Hi, Gabby. This is gonna have to be quick. I'm on my way to work out.
Deborah, I don't want to stop you from going to your workout, but this is very important.
I can tell. You're supposed to be smiling. Remember, it's required for brides to be.
I know, but even in happy times, it can bring out sadness in people.
On Christmas and occasions like that. But on your own wedding, Bro will just have to work on getting you in the right mood.
I'm afraid that I'll have to be in charge of my own moves from now on. You're going to be a very busy girl with your life. Open it.
One way to Mendorra.
There's a flight tomorrow morning, Deborah. You've got to leave Llanview as soon as possible.
Now, what the hell is wrong with this family? I mean, that's what I'd like to know. You and Cord are almost killed by 2 runaway convicts. We are the last to know.
Darling, don't blame the whole thing on Tina. I mean, we were entirely incommunicado on our vacation.
That does not matter. One Buchanan's in trouble. The rest circle the wagons and they start shooting.
Look, I'm glad you wanted to rescue us and everything, but we survived, as you can see.
Honey, where is Cord?
Yes, I'd like to talk to that grandson of mine. This is absolutely the last time he'll ever play hero.
He's upstairs with CJ.
Fine. Ladies, excuse me.
Asa, be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're thinking. Wishful thinking, right? Honey, let me tell you, take some advice from Renee. Let go of all this terrible trouble and stay real close to your happy family.
Some happy family. We slept in separate rooms last night. I mean, we may have survived being kidnapped and almost killed, but I don't know if our marriage can recover.
Honey, if you don't feel up to work
No.
today...
I really need to work. It'll keep my mind off of, you know, Hey, Harry.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Miriam. Hi.
Something tells me this is not an official visit, Doctor.
Well, actually, could I have a few minutes alone with Brenda?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What is it? What, did you talk to Gabrielle? Did you get through to her?
Brenda,
No. You stay on my side now. You saw what happened in Heavenly Hash yesterday, didn't you? I confronted her. She couldn't look me in the eye, and then she hightailed it out of the place.
Yes, I know.
All right, then you know that I'm right. You know that Gabrielle switched those babies and that Michael Grand is raising my son.
Honey, we don't have any proof of that to support your theory.
It is not a theory,
Sweetheart, it is a theory until we have hard, cold facts to support it. And the place to get those facts is Grandeview, and I'm on my way over there right now to talk to Michael.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Go and confront Michael with the truth?
Honey, we still don't know it's the truth. That's why I want to go to him. I want to explain everything we have discovered that has happened since the night that baby died.
Well, one fact you know for sure is that Garrick is the baby who died that night in the hospital, not my
Brenda,
Stevie.
honey, all we know for sure is that Gabrielle did have enough time in the nursery to realize what had happened to the baby and make the switch.
So you are starting to see things my way, and you are realizing that this is not just a theory, but that it is a fact, right?
Well, everything seems to be pointing that way. That's why I want to go lay this all out for Michael.
Oh, God, Larry.
All right, okay.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Sure is.
I don't know how Michael's going to respond to this, though, because I know when I went over and tried to tell him the truth, he looked at me like I was out of my mind.
Well, he might have a different attitude this time.
Why? Because you don't act irrationally and emotionally?
Because I'm going over there as a representative of the hospital, as a doctor, and I don't have any ulterior motive.
Well, he might think that you were there because you're in love with me.
Yeah, he might say that. And I'll just tell him there's one way to answer all these questions, and that's run a test on Garrick, a genetic test. That way, all speculation will be over with once and for all.
Well, you have a lot more faith in him than I do, especially with Gabrielle sitting there whispering in his ear.
Honey, if he refuses to have that baby tested, it indicates that he's afraid of the conclusions. Now, I don't think he wants to appear afraid of anything.
Oh, I hope so.
Bren, honey, are you really prepared to accept the possibility that these tests might come out in Michael's favor and that Garrick may be his child?
If that happens, I will apologize to Gabrielle and Michael 100 million times, but listen to me, it's not going to happen, because I know in my heart that that is my child. That is not Garrick. It is Stephen Holden McGillis.
One way to find out. I'll let you know as soon as I
Okay,
tell.
hey, wait a minute now. I want to thank you.
I just can't help it. You see, I got a real problem. I really love you.
I really love you. See you later. Go get him.
It's all my fault. I mean, show me a crown and a scepter and I'm putty in your hands.
Tina, I think you're being too hard on yourself.
No, I'm not. I mean, I made the crown jewels more important than anything, and now I'm paying the price.
Honey, Cord is angry with you right now, but you know how much he loves you.
Yeah, but love has its limits, and believe me, I've stretched them.
Listen, you and Cord have just come back from a terrifying adventure. He needs some time to settle down. I guarantee you, he's going to forgive and forget.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
Honey, what Cord needs is to believe that he can trust you. Now, you haven't said anything about the jewels. You're not going after the last of them, are you?
Oh, no way. I mean, Cord gave those to the police, and the emerald, nobody knows where it is, and I could care less. I mean, the most important thing to me is my marriage, if it's not too late to save it.
It's never too late if you use your noggin. What he's got to see is your good side again, your positive side.
Yeah, he doesn't think I have one.
Of course he does. He's just lost sight of it. So you got to show him. You got to show him that the frivolous, careless Tina has been replaced by a loving, generous one.
Yeah, I wish I knew... Wait a minute. Yeah, right here. See, I was reading this article. This article about the boarding baby clinic.
What about it?
Well, they're saying in here that they need volunteers, and what could be a more loving and generous thing to do than that?
Darling, I didn't mean that you should go caring for homeless babies. Not that they don't need it, but no, I meant your own family and staying close to home.
Oh, no. I don't think that's enough for him. I want to prove to him that I care about other people more than myself. No, don't tell him about this.
No, honey, I won't, but I think that...
No, it's really good to see. I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to volunteer, and then I'll break the news to him myself.
Tina, maybe this is a good idea, but
It's a great idea. Oh, Renee, thank you. Thanks for saving my marriage.
I don't understand why I have to leave town. Oh, Debra, I'm so sorry. It's for a good reason, not a bad one. I called Pierre not very long ago.
The director of the Royal Ballet, Mendorra?
That's right. Now, the good news is that he realized there'd been a terrible injustice with your audition. Bad news is they started rehearsal and you've got to join the company right away.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, darling.
Hello, Mother.
What a lovely way to start the day, seeing my two beautiful daughters together. I hope you're feeling better than you were yesterday.
Yes, I am.
Mommy, Gabby's just told me she's interceded with the Royal Ballet of Mendorra, and they want me to join the company at once.
They do? Well, how smashing of your sister to go to all that trouble.
Wasn't it? Even though I'm going to have to say no.
No?
I can't think of leaving here now. Not now that we're all together again. A real family. Debra, I know how much ballet means to you. You can't turn down this opportunity. A month ago, I wouldn't have dreamed of it. But now that I know what it feels like to be together again, I'm going to practice here and audition for all the local companies. But by then, it'll be too late. You should go. By then, I'll be even better. Besides, I don't want to miss your wedding.
Of course not, now that you're going to be the maid of honor.
Maid of honor? Oh, I'm so honored and so happy. I can't wait to sit down and talk about flowers and dresses and all the other details. But right now, I'm off to the sweatshop.
I beg your pardon?
It's a new health club come dance center. It's a perfect place for an aspiring dancer to work out. But thanks anyway, Gabby. Thanks for everything. My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Perhaps you wouldn't mind telling me why you wanted your sister out of the country.
Isn't it obvious? I don't want Debra here while my world falls down around me. And make no mistake, Mother, that is exactly what is going to happen.
Darling, don't you remember what we talked about yesterday? Be true to yourself. That's all that counts.
Oh, I love this marvelously self-serving philosophy that you found for yourself.
Well, it worked for me. It'll work for you, too.
Don't you see? Nothing is working. Everything is crashing down around me. Max and Brenda, my own conscience. I'm about to marry a man based on a lie. A lie that is going to torment me for the rest of my life.
All right. Shh, please, darling. You're understandably upset, but you mustn't let Max and Brenda intimidate you.
It's a little late for that, don't you think?
All their allegations won't hold water if there's no proof.
And what happens when they do find the proof they need?
He won't. And by that time, you'll be married to Michael, and then you can talk him into leaving Llanview and going to Europe or somewhere.
Mother, I've already tried that idea.
Well, then you'll try it again. Darling, this is all for your good. If you're careful and you keep your wits about you, you'll survive this, and then you'll get everything you deserve.
Everything I deserve? I feel as though the only thing I deserve is a prison sentence with a number on my back.
No, come along. You're stronger than that. I know you are. I can help you, but you must keep trying yourself. Please, darling, promise me that you'll do your part.
I've kept this secret so long, I suppose there's no way out.
No, don't quit now. You have so much to gain.
All right. Anything you say.
Right. Well, what I say is, I think we should start the day with a lovely breakfast on the terrace. Come on.
Every child has a different story, Tina. Some are orphans with nowhere to go, and others come to us from parents in prison or drug rehab.
Oh, that's so terrible. I mean, waiting around for parents they may never see again.
Ah, the ones that break my heart are the babies with AIDS.
Oh, I know. When you showed them to me, I just wanted to hold them, to make them all better, but they're not going to get better, are they?
It's hard, Tina. It's very hard. But we have to keep hoping that one day those babies will be saved, and we will never see another case of AIDS again.
Yeah. Well, listen, you just tell me what I can do, and I'll do it.
Are you sure? Now, being a volunteer can be a thankless job. And the hardest part is getting used to the losses. No, not just the AIDS babies. They're the hardest losses, obviously, but some volunteers can't take it when our other babies leave or when they're returned to their own families. It takes a rare person.
Well, that's me. That's me. I mean, I don't know that I'm rare or anything, but I certainly want to help.
Okay, then there's a question of time. Now, with your busy life, I assume you were thinking of one of our lighter schedules, say maybe one morning a week?
Oh, no. I want 3.
3 mornings a week. Tina, are you sure you want to devote that much time?
Positive.
Look, let me explain. The children come to count on someone being here once a regular schedule is established.
Oh, well, with my life and everything else I have to do, I'll just have to arrange to suit this. I mean, this is just too important.
Miriam, I wanted to show you Louis. Tina.
Hi, Brenda.
Everyone in Llanview seems to be friends with everyone else. Brenda, say hello to our newest volunteer.
Volunteer? Oh, that's great. We'll be working together then, Tina.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've been telling Tina what to expect.
Well, don't let her scare you off, Tina. I mean, this place has its problems, but for the most part, it's just great. And being with the babies has done so much for me. I'm sure it's going to do the same thing for you, too.
I don't know why I'm not surprised by this. I mean, you all come back from a trip, and Tina takes off without sitting here to visit with you.
Darling, it doesn't look as bad as it seems. I mean, she has been very gracious to both of us, hasn't she, Asa?
Yes, as gracious as Tina can get.
Oh, pooh. She's been lovely, especially considering how upset she is.
Well, I've been pretty upset by all this, too, you know.
Cordero, I know you and Tina are having a fight. I want to know what it is. This family is finally back together again. It's going to stay that way. Now, you two smoke the peace pipe and get your marriage back on track.
Darling, you can't command things sometimes just by waving your hands.
Since when?
Asa, Tom. I think that Cord and Tina are capable of taking care of their own marriage without our meddling.
Thank you, Renee. I hope you're right.
Well, I'm right about one thing. It's no good sitting here just moping. Why don't you come over to our house and join us for lunch?
Ooh, I would love to, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a rain check. I got to go over to Herb's. Got to give him my statement for real this time.
Well, Cord, make it a good one. Maybe Herb can do right for once and lock up Elizabeth Sanders and Jamie and throw away the key.
Asa, I know they deserve to be punished, honey, but let's don't go looking for an eye for an eye.
Why the hell not? They should be in solitary together. They deserve each other.
Asa, I couldn't agree with you more as far as Jamie is concerned. But I do think that Elizabeth is a different story.
Ooh, Don't you get soft on me, boy.
Asa, I'm telling you, you weren't there. The woman saved our life on 2 different occasions that I know of. Now, I'm going to tell her that.
Good for you, Cord.
Oh, good. That's real good. My grandson's going to say kind words about that snow-headed snake in the grass.
I'm going to tell the man the truth, Asa. Now, come on, if Elizabeth benefits from that, if she gets out early on parole, that's up to the parole board, not me.
Oh, now we're talking parole?
Darling, please, your blood pressure.
Well, he's the one that's taking it sky high. The last thing anybody wants in the world is Elizabeth Sanders loose on the streets.
She saved our life. I'm sorry you feel the way you do.
You are the one that's going to be sorry with the rest of this family. If you free that witch, the Buchanan clan will pay the price.
So what do you want me to do, Asa? You want me to lie? I know some Buchanans that would do that.
You dare call me a liar?
Hey, if the boot fits, Asa.
Wait, Cord, darling. Why don't you go down to your meeting with Herb, and I'll calm your grandpa down.
Good luck, Renee.
You're making a mistake, Cordero, the biggest mistake in your natural life.
Brenda, you seem so much happier than I've seen you in a long time.
It shows, does it? Yeah, my future's looking pretty bright, especially today.
Oh, well, I guess holding a baby does that for you?
Yeah, and I was thinking
What were you thinking?
something else, but, I have so much to do. I need to go and feed the baby and go and check on all the other kids, so I probably ought to take off.
By all means. Okay. Don't let us stop you. You'll be seeing a lot of Tina from now on.
Good. I'll see you.
Bye. Boy, is it my imagination or does she seem a lot more at peace?
Well, I can only speak for her time with us. Brenda's been great for the kids, and they've been great for her.
What about her own loss? Has she gotten over her son?
Well, I imagine no woman really gets over that. The fact is that I don't bring it up. Our aim is to ease pain, not cause it.
I can understand that. Boy, this place has done wonders for her. I mean, she's got so much love to give, and it's like she's beaming.
Honey, that is what this clinic is about. And pretty soon, you'll be beaming, too.
Yeah, well, let me rearrange my schedule, and I can start by the end of the week. Is that soon enough?
Of course. Take as much time as you need.
Great. You know, Cord is not going to believe it when he finds out that I am an honest-to-goodness volunteer.
Now, inhale. No, from the diaphragm.
You know, if somebody saw me in this position, I could not face anybody in the Petroleum Club.
Yeah, well, your friends down at the Petroleum Club might go to an early grave, but not my husband. Keep breathing.
I've been breathing all my life. It's the damn exercise going to the death of me.
You are going to follow the doctor's orders. Now, he said that your heart condition was controllable if you did the exercises and stopped getting riled up over nothing.
Oh, nothing. Cordero's treachery was nothing, huh?
I don't care what Cordero is going to do about Elizabeth Sanders, but I do care about you. Now, we did not go to Washington, D.C. for the sights, no matter what we told the children.
Why do you have to remind me?
Apparently, I do. I remember what the tests from the Institute said. They were crystal clear.
And so are my arteries. All this gibberish about cutting my workload down and taking it easy. Don't those doctors know that my life is my work?
Oh, I thought I was, and your family.
Don't twist things, Renee. You're always twisting.
I've learned from the master. You know, I love you, you big buffalo. No. Hush. Now, there was a time when you might have killed yourself and nobody would care, but you're married to me now, and I care. I don't want to lose the most precious, exciting, damnably unboring thing in my life. No, listen to me. I am going to finish. Now, maybe you can't live for yourself, but how about living for me and your family, huh? What about your children and your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren? Or maybe Asa Buchanan is the only Buchanan that you care about.
No. I haven't cared about him in a while. There's another Buchanan that I kind of think the world of now.
Darling, if you really mean that, you keep on living for a little bit longer.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it kills me, I'm going to do what you say. But first, if I'm going to live, I got to go to the house and get to my desk.
Oh, Asa!
No, honey, no. I'm going to clean the paperwork away, unplug the fax machine, cut my workload in half. How's that for starters?
All that I could wish for and more.
Okay, get your purse and let's get going, because I tell you, taking it easy requires a lot of hard work.
You go on, sweetheart. I said I'd take care of CJ while Kim does some shopping.
Oh. Well, as soon as she comes in, you hurry over. You hear me? Relaxing, you know, is no fun without someone.
I hope you're feeling better. Yes, breakfast was fine.
I'm not talking about breakfast, darling.
All right, Mother, I gave you my word. I will not tell anyone about the babies, okay?
You say that as if you're fulfilling some sort of obligation to me. It's your future, your reputation we're talking about.
I know, you've stated that over and over.
Well, it's a grim truth which must be dealt with. Now, let's get through with all that and start thinking about plans for the wedding.
Ah, what a sight. My beautiful bride-to-be and her beautiful mother.
Oh, Gabrielle, it's no wonder you wanted to marry this man. If you hadn't captured his heart already, I should be sorely tempted myself.
Oh, Michael, you left very early this morning. Is there a problem at the hotel?
Yes, there certainly was. Mr. Knox, the jeweler in the hotel lobby, he was roused out of his bed and forced to open his shop before 10 a.m.
What? Was there a robbery?
No, a special request from the owner of the hotel. For you, sweetheart. That lovely finger of yours has been naked entirely too long.
Well, don't just stand there, darling. Open it. Oh, my.
Michael, this is so beautiful. I don't know what to say.
I love you would be nice.
I love you. I love you.
Well, while you two are doing that, would you mind if I take a little look? Oh, gosh. Normally, I'd say that a ring like this is too ostentatious, but this is so brilliant. Look at the color.
Your mother sounds like the jeweler.
She's had the experience of one.
Really?
What Gabrielle means is that I'm enjoying this experience in every aspect. Right, now, Michael, time to do the honors.
Ah, yes. There. You are now officially engaged. No turning back.
She wouldn't dream of it, would you, darling?
Michael, I've asked Debra to be my maid of honor, so you have got to find a best man.
Yes, I know. I've made a list of possibilities, but they turn out to be more enemies than friends. I may have to rent someone to stand up for me.
You know, that's the trouble with small towns. It's so difficult to overcome the gossip and the envy. Have you two ever thought of starting your lives in another town? Perhaps even another country? You know, I know of a marvelous property in Europe.
Julia, we're not interested in other countries right now.
Excuse me, Mr. Grand, you have a visitor.
Who is it?
Dr. Larry Wallach.
No, what would he want?
Well, perhaps he's looking for funds for the hospital. Jeanette, could you tell him that Mr. Grand and I are fairly busy?
No, I have time. Show him in.
Darling, we have so many things we have to do.
No, it'll only take a minute. Show him in.
Oh, Michael, thank you for seeing me. I think that it might take more than a few minutes, so we have a lot to talk about.
Your words have been noted and duly recorded.
You want to translate that for me, counselor?
When Elizabeth comes up before the parole board next month, if you're in the minority and some of the others can prove that she was a willing participant in the prison break, everything that happened at Seaside Arena, well, it's likely she'll remain behind bars.
Look, I'm not trying to spearhead a movement to have Elizabeth released, but I do want you to know the whole story.
No, we appreciate that, Cord. Not just what you told us about Elizabeth, but even more so about Blade McGuire. We had him pegged as one of the ringleaders until you set us straight.
Well, I don't have to tell you, there's no lost love between me and Blade. But when he put his neck on the line to save Tina's life, well, anything I could do to repay him in the slightest way, I'd be more than happy to do.
You already have. Your statement on his behalf made us reopen the case against him.
Ah.
Yeah. Rafe's undercover people applied some pressure on the street. We looked under the right rock. Guess what turned up?
The fellow who framed Blade for that cocaine smuggling.
Right the first time.
Well, all right.
Smuggler confessed and cleared him of everything.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Listen, when's he going to be released?
Oh, he's out.
Wow.
Word is that he's already got himself a part-time job.
No kid.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that he's trying to make something of himself now he's got this second chance.
Well, just because he didn't participate in a murder or smuggle that shipment of drugs doesn't make him a saint. If I will get you 10, you'll end up back in the can.
Well, I'll take a piece of that action. I think you're wrong, Herb. I guess only time will tell. Listen, if you're finished, I've got to get back to work.
Yeah, 1 second. There's another matter we have to discuss. The crown jewels of Mendorra.
Stop it. You're too good. Now, leave.
I'll take that as a compliment, I think.
Well, I meant as one. It's very hard to sweat and strain over here and watch someone move so effortlessly.
Believe me, it's taken a lot of effort over the years.
Oh, I'm sure it's that long.
Okay, so I'm not ancient. But I've been doing ballet since I crawled out of the crib. So's Gabrielle. I guess it runs in the family.
Gabrielle?
Oh, sorry, that's my sister.
Gabrielle Medina?
Do you know her?
Well, sure. She's going to marry Michael Grand.
That's the reason my mother and I are here in Llanview.
Oh, well, that's a relief. I thought that maybe you'd come here to the sweatshop to make everyone look like amateurs. Hi, I'm Mary Lynn Coleman.
Hi, I'm Debra Medina. It's nice to... Wait a minute. I know your face, aren't you?
Yeah, Fraternity Row, Perils of Tiffany, that's me.
A television star and you called yourself an amateur? Oh, I'd love to hear how you put your show on every day.
Well, that's easy. It takes a lot of money, a lot of talent, and a lot of prayer.
Get your fresh towels here, ladies.
Hi.
Hello, Mary Lynn.
Well, I didn't realize... I read in the paper that something happened in Atlantic
City. I thought I was
City.
back in Statesville prison. Don't worry, so did everybody else. But I finally got the cops to realize that I was telling the truth about being framed.
Well, after you came to my rescue with Neil, I knew that you were innocent. Congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't forgot what you did for me. You know, you took my side when it was not a very safe thing to do.
Well, my instincts were right again, weren't they? Oh, I'm sorry. Blade, this is Debra Medina.
We've already met.
Well, it's nice meeting you again.
I wish I could say the same.
I'm sorry. Did I stumble into something?
No, not at all. Come on, Marilyn. Let's whip up a real sweat.
Oh, I would love to, Debra, but I have to get back to the studio and get changed. It was really nice meeting you, and I'm sure I'll see you around.
I'd like that. I think I'll need a friend in Llanview.
Okay. I'll catch you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Goodbye, Blade.
Take care, Marilyn. Hey, look, don't stop on my account.
You're pretty proud of yourself, aren't you?
Look, I'll try to stay as far away from you as I can, all right?
Like you did the night you broke into Grandeview? You may not be a drug dealer, but you certainly are a con artist, a liar, and a thief. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't go to the police. Lorenzo or Blade or whatever your real name is.
Michael, may I speak with you in private?
Certainly.
Michael, we have so many things we have to do.
Darling, why don't you show me those flowers in the greenhouse? You know, the ones you want to use for the wedding. So nice to see you again, Dr. Willard.
Larry, you have my undivided attention. Why don't you sit down? What's on your mind?
Well, I'll come right to the point. Michael, I know the last time Brenda was over here, she got into a rather heated conversation with Gabrielle.
Yes, it was very unfortunate. I'm very aware, as I'm sure you are, that Brenda is still extremely distressed over the loss of her child. However, there's no need for you to apologize. I understand.
No, I'm not here to apologize. Not for anything she did or anything she said.
Then I guess I don't understand.
I'm here about Garrick. You see, there is one way to prove once and for all just whose son he is.
Brenda is the only one that has any doubts, Larry. I have none whatsoever.
Well, fine. And you won't object if the hospital runs a genetic test. That way we can find out the truth once and for all.
No, I know the truth. Garrick is my son.
Well, see, now you feel that way, and Brenda thinks he's hers. And really, it doesn't take the wisdom of Solomon to solve this. If you'll agree to the test...
No, I agree to no such thing. How dare you come in here and even suggest that Garrick is not my son?
Listen, Herb, I don't want to know anything about the crown jewels of Mendorra. all right? This little treasure hunt of Tina's has cost me more than I care to tell you, all right? So if you got some clues about the whereabouts of this emerald or the fourth jewel, forget about it. It's your information. Keep it to yourself.
I think you should know
No,
this.
the one thing I know is that those jewels are nothing but trouble.
Cord.
I don't...
Cord. All the jewels are back where they belong, in Mendorra.
All?
Turns out the emerald was there all along. It was locked away in the royal vault.
Oh.
It's part of their test to be sure that whoever found the other 3 stones wasn't trying to pass off one as a fake.
Oh, so the treasure hunt is all over now. Well, thank God for that, Herb. Thank you.
There's more.
More?
This cable arrived today. Please inform Mr. and Mrs. Cordero Roberts that in appreciation of their gift to the nation, the joyous return of our beloved crown jewels, they are hereby proclaimed heroes of the crown and of the people of Mendorra. Now, how's that for a thank you note?
Well, thanks for the thanks, but no thanks.
Hey, this is for you and Tina. She'll get a kick out of it.
A kick? Herb, that's exactly what I would like to give to the next fellow who mentions those damn crown jewels to me.
Okay. May not be the last you hear about it.
Well, it better be. Listen, you tell the folks over Mendorra that the Roberts family respectfully declines. Thanks.
It's all real easy for you, isn't it? Looking down on all the people from your big fancy house.
The house you broke into, you mean?
What is it? What, are you mad because I snuck in there? Or are you mad because you found me and liked me?
Liked you? A common thief?
That's not what you thought then.
Only because you were a good liar, pretending to be Lorenzo, the caretaker. When all you were really interested in was the safe.
You got it all figured out, don't you? You got your good guys and you got your bad guys. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot you need to learn about people.
And who's going to teach me? You?
No thanks. I don't waste my time with snobs.
Who are you calling a snob?
Hey, look, if the shoe fits. You know, while you were stretching and strutting around here so you could dance around in some stupid frilly skirt, some of us were out there just trying to survive.
If that's an excuse.
Excuse? Excuse for what? Hey, look, I stole the emerald ring from the safe, okay? Do you want to know why? Well, I'll tell you. So that Cord and Tina Roberts didn't have to die over it. Yeah, and you can believe that or not, because I really don't care. But I'll tell you what the real joke of it is. The emerald is a fake. That's right. Michael Grand lost a big piece of green glass so 2 people didn't have to die. And if that's what's called being a thief, then go ahead and call the cops.
No way.
Wait, for what? For what? You already got me pegged as being the scum of the earth. You know, God forbid you get caught in the same town, nevertheless, the same room with someone like me. Look, why don't you just go back to your magic little world where bums like me don't exist?
Stop it, please. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
No, I guess you didn't, did you?
What are you afraid of, Michael?
This conversation has gone far enough. I think you had better leave before one of us says something that he regrets.
I think I already regret not having come to see you sooner. You see, I was the last holdout, the skeptic.
And now you are firmly convinced, as a man of science, that Brenda's delusions are real?
It doesn't matter what I think or what you think. The fact is, there are plenty of others who support Brenda in this. They could force an investigation.
Now you're threatening me?
I'm not threatening. No, I'm warning you. Because if this thing goes to court, you could be forced to test the child. I'm trying to avoid that.
No one is going to take blood from my son in order to question his identity.
Look, Michael, I understand. This is a very emotional issue for you. There's one way to settle it.
No. I have tried to understand and sympathize with Brenda's position, her situation. Now I am trying to fathom why you would even think of taking her position, as ludicrous as it is. As a matter of fact, I don't have any patience with this. This discussion is over.
Come on, Michael, for the sake of the child.
You are no longer welcome in my home.
Well, I've had my say. Let me leave you with a warning. This affair is not over with, not by a long shot, because I'm going to find out the truth about that boy, one way or another.
Look, Debra.
I know.
About what I was saying.
I'm a snob. I'm going to just try and stay out of your way.
No, not until I apologize first. That's right, you heard me. Look, I'm sorry for everything I said before, and I'm sorry for coming down on you so hard. You know, you have every reason not to trust me. You know, I did lie to you back at the house that night.
Were you lying to me today, too? Or did that fake emerald really save 2 people's lives?
Well, you know, bought them a little time, that's all.
Why is it I get the feeling you're being modest all of a sudden?
Well, would you believe me if I told you I was the all-American hero?
Not really.
Well, so you're not as dumb as you look. No.
I beg your pardon?
I'm kidding. What I meant is that for someone so beautiful as you also are very smart also.
Do you always cover your tracks this quickly?
Well, you know, I keep on the move, you know. It keeps me alive longer. It's the story of my life.
Sounds like a good story.
Well, I would love to tell it to you one day, you know, including the tale of the fake emerald. Maybe over lunch.
Oh, well, I don't know. I've still got some stretching to do.
I see, you know, a dancer's got to stretch, and the janitor's got to mop.
Oh, Blade, wait. If you can put the mop down, I can forget the stretching. I'll go and shower and change. It won't take me a minute. Can you wait that long?
I think so.
Good.
All right.
Well, so I'm going to start at the end of the week. Isn't that perfect?
Darling, I think it's a wonderful way to spend your time, but I don't think it's exactly what Cord had in mind.
Oh, Cord. Honey, I'm so glad you're here. I was afraid you weren't going to come back because you wanted to avoid me.
I was thinking about that. You know, you are definitely the most frustrating, annoying, difficult woman since Adam lost a rib.
It's funny. Asa says the same thing about me.
But you're also the most irresistible and exciting woman since Eve ate that apple.
Ditto, Asa. Well, I guess you Buchanan men just have a thing for us complicated women.
Yeah, I guess so. Honey, I promise never to disappoint you again.
Please, save your promises, honey. What I need is your honesty, damn it. You understand me?
Honey, I will be honest. I promise, I will be. And I'm also going to be a volunteer at the boarding baby clinic.
What, you mean that?
Yeah. 3 mornings a week. I'm going to be working side by side with Miriam and Brenda. I mean, angel of mercy. That's me. Well, are you proud of me or what?
Well, yeah, Tina. I mean, I think it's great that you want to volunteer for something like that, but, honey, that's going to eat up a lot of your free time. And it's a big responsibility to the kids.
Oh, I know that, honey, but it's a lot of work, but it's for a very good cause. And besides, I also have a lot of love in me to, you know, to spread around between you and CJ and my work in the clinic.
Well, okay. Well, I guess on the brat side, you'll be busy at the clinic, so you won't be able to go off wandering after some buried treasure or anything.
That's right. My place is here, right now, from now on.
Ah. Well, from your lips to God's ear. Great. Look, I got to go over to the banner. I'll be home later. We'll talk.
Well, I'll be here, because I'm going to help cook plain dinner.
You can cook dinner? My little homemaker.
Again.
Oh, darling, he has always loved you. I just don't think you have to go to such lengths to make sure of that.
Oh, yes, I do. I mean, I know that you have to earn love. It's very important. But I want to thank you on your help for solving all my problems.
You don't have to thank me. I mean, the volunteer work was all your idea. I mean, in my opinion, I think what you should do... Oh, excuse me.
Hello? Could you speak up, please? Well, yes, this is Tina Roberts. Dorian! Oh, hi! Oh, listen, how are things there in Mendorra at the embassy? Is it just one party after another and... Official business? Well, sure. No. Do you mean it, really? Well, please, I mean, say thank you to the palace for me, will you? Well, I'll let you know as soon as we have our travel plans. Great, well, bye.
Tina, darling, what was that all about?
You're not going to believe this. I mean, this is really great. I mean, Dorian being the ambassador to Mendorra, I mean, she's told me that the whole country wants to thank us for restoring the jewels, and they want to make Court and I the queen and consort for a day. I mean, they want to throw parties and parades and banquets and gifts. This is all just in a couple of weeks.
Tina, does that mean you have to go traveling to Mendorra?
Well, of course. I mean, the guest of honor has to be there, doesn't it?
Honey, what about your work at the clinic, your new resolution to Court? I mean, do you think he's going to want to go traveling back to Mendorra right now?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I think you better. Otherwise, you might end up in separate beds, honey, and this time it might be for keeps.
Oh, Garrick. Adults can be so damn silly. Sometimes they can even be downright absurd. Take it from me. Stay a kid as long as you can, because as soon as you start to grow up, oh... Can you believe it? Can you believe anyone imagining that you are not my son? All they have to do is take one look at you. I thought Llanview was going to be a good place to raise you, but I certainly am having some doubts. I swear to you, Garrick, no one is ever going to take you from me. Do you understand that? If anyone ever tried, I would kill them first.